back and forth looking for answers to things instead of staying focused on what you know to be true. Greetings, beautiful ones. How you doing? Good. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Fran. I am the owner of Angels with Fran, the Intentional Living Academy, as well as the co-owner of the Woo Woo Girl Collection. I am glad that you are here. This channel is all about faith meeting flow and getting intentional about creating every area of your life richly. All right. Wow. 2025 is over and done. Can you believe it? The year is over and we're in 2026. There's so many wonderful things happening in 2026. Like, you could just feel the shift of energy. But for me personally, I have some really huge projects that are coming up in 2026 and I want to share them with you guys so bad. But I've got to wait. I got to wait just a little bit longer. But I cannot wait to share them. And as soon as I can share them, I will share them. Also, I want to let you know that we are doing a live vision board class. You know, if you've been around here for some time, you know that a couple of years ago, we did a live vision board class and it was so fun. We had cake and balloons and all kind of things. And we took our time and we created our vision. And a lot of people had really magical things happen through that process. So I hope you'll join us. I'll leave the link to that. And also, only take enrollment for this class once a year. And we have added so much good content. And let me tell you, this is a class that if I was really serious about changing my life, up-leveling my life, and becoming a wealthy woman, I would take it. This class is full of financial information, spiritual information, health information, just information. And it is a fabulous course. So if you haven't joined that yet, you should. We have a community where I will jump in once a month and answer your questions. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. And don't forget that right here on YouTube, we have the membership as well that you can join. Great content in there. I'll be going live in there answering your questions. Also, you can send me questions and you get access to a lot of my events for free. So you might want to check that out. All right, let's hop into this video. If you are truly serious about up-leveling your life this year, like if you really are through playing small and through playing with your life, this is a space that you need to be in this year. A lot of people have blocks in their lives and they don't even realize that they're blocks because subconsciously they're hidden. And not only that, you've been living this way and doing the same thing for so long that you kind of don't even realize that you are activating a block by continuing the same actions. So I'm going to talk to you about a few things that may be blocking your success and your manifestations and you creating things in your life that you don't even know are blocks. The number one thing is not feeling worthy of what you desire. I know that a lot of people will say, oh, no, Dr. Fran, I feel worthy. I know that I deserve this. But do you really know that? What are the conversations that you have within yourself? What are the conversations that you have when you are alone? How do you talk about yourself? Because the way you talk about yourself signals everything in the universe to either come to you or to go away. Right? When you say things like, I don't deserve this, this is not going to happen for me, I'm not that girl, I'm not that woman, I don't know how to do that, I can't, I won't. All of that is a block that is keeping things from coming to you. Here's the thing about God, and here's the thing that you need to know for sure about your entire universal, spiritual, heavenly staff and team. They're not going to fight you to give you things, right? They're not going to struggle, push, and pull with you. The job that you have to do is to operate in faith. And that's the only job that you have, is to believe for what you're asking for and know that you are worthy of it. If you don't know that you're worthy of it, that is a huge block in your life. The second block in your life is not taking care of what you already have. Think about that. If you have a home and it's cluttered and not cleaned, or you're always complaining about your home, that's a block. If you have money in the bank, but maybe you don't have millions of dollars in the bank account yet. You're running a business, maybe your business is not as successful yet as you desire it to be. You have some obligations you need to clean up, and you are working toward that, but you won't clean your home, right? You're not working in your business. You get money, but you're spending it as fast as you are getting it. That's a huge block. You're not being a good steward over what you already have. Think about the universe and the frequency of the universe being like a parent, right? If you go to your parent and you say, I would love to have some new clothes. And your parent says, look at that closet. You got tons of clothes, but they all over the floor. They thrown up in corners, some of them under the bed. Some of them you don't even know where they are. Why would I buy you more clothes? You see what I'm saying? It's the same exact thing. If you are asking for something that you're not taking care of already, that's a huge block, and chances are you're not going to get anything else. So you've got to work with and work on what you already have so that you can receive. Receiving and giving go hand in hand, right? If you're taking care of your things, getting rid of the things you don't need, making room for more things to come in, the universe is going to deliver those to you very quickly. Clients, money, clothes, relationships, houses, cars, more spiritual knowledge. If you're not even taking care of your spiritual health, then how do you expect to connect deeper to God if you're not even practicing and taking care of the spirit connection you already have, which is the connection that we've been given? Why do you think you're going to hear clearer? Why do you think you're going to gain more clarity? Take care of what you already have. The other thing is the subconscious belief that it's not going to happen. I say that this is a subconscious belief, but it's also a conscious belief, right? We ask for things, but then we think they're not going to happen. This is different from not feeling worthy of it. This is a trust component. You don't have trust in the process. You don't have trust in the things that are happening that you cannot see. You just don't believe. Having no belief is a huge block in receiving. It's a huge block in manifesting. If you don't believe for the thing that you're asking for, why do you think it's going to show up in your life? And if you don't believe for it, why are you asking for it? Like, it really doesn't make any sense. Why would you ask for something that you don't believe that you are going to get? Just so that you can frustrate yourself and be all upset and blame someone else and something else because it didn't happen for you. You have to believe without a doubt. You have to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you deserve it, you're worthy of it, and it's gonna happen for you because it has to happen for you. A lot of us go back and forth, you're back and forth all the time. You do it, you say you're gonna do it, then you don't do it. You come, you say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be faithful to this, I am going to stick into this and be consistent. 2-3 days in, you're not consistent. Sometimes it's an hour and you're not consistent. That is blocking your manifestation. It's blocking your progress. You have to be consistent in your life because you're worth receiving the thing that you're asking for. Goes back to feeling worthy, right? I don't believe for it, but then again, do I even feel worthy of the thing? That's another block. Here's a block that we don't really recognize, and I know that it took me a minute to really understand that this was a block. And that was talking about my dreams to people who had no dreams. Telling people things that I was going to do, how I was going to do it, this was going to show up, my big dreams, right? To people who had absolutely no dreams. And here's the thing about that. Nobody can take from you what's yours. However, they can stir energy in it, right? That will slow down your process. That can even give you doubt about it. If you're not strong in that vision and you're sharing it to someone who is super negative and have never had a vision for their life, the first thing they're going to do is tell you why it's not going to happen, how it's not going to happen, and you don't deserve that anyway, and people like us don't have it. So you've got to learn how to keep your mouth quiet and keep your dreams to yourself until they happen. When it shows up, that's when you tell it. I knew this was happening because I was planning this a couple of months ago. Or you say nothing and you allow your life to speak. Another block that is a huge, huge block. Not knowing what you believe. Running back and forth looking for answers to things instead of staying focused on what you know to be true. One thing about Fran is not going to change it up. Fran believes in God. She's going to constantly believe in God. She's going to go to God for clarity. She's going to listen to the Holy Spirit. She's going to tell you the truth about what she's got, and that's it. There's no switching. There's nothing that you can tell me that's going to change my belief in my higher power. Nothing. Nothing I go through, nothing that's happened, and some things have happened. But I know what I believe, and I know what I believe to be true. We don't take the time to seek those things for ourselves, right? My mentor was steady. She never changed. So when I locked and loaded, I knew what was true. And I saw her living that truth, which made me desire to know my own truth. And once I did, you couldn't tell me nothing. Another block that we have, and this is the last block I'm going to talk about in this video. This is a big one. Hanging on to things, people, and places that no longer serve us. Things, people, and places that no longer serve us, that don't serve us in any way, in any season at all, because we're afraid, right? Fear is a huge block. And that fear keeps us paralyzed, and it keeps us in the space of accepting things, doing things, holding on to things, and living in a way that does nothing to expand our lives. We are here to expand. We are here to grow. We are here to be more, be bigger, have more, do more. We are here to shine marvelous light into the world, however you choose to do that. But if you're afraid to move, if you're afraid to change directions, if you're afraid to let things go, then you are doing yourself a big disservice, but you also have a huge block in your life. Fear is a huge block. Huge block. Huge. You have got to know that you know that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt. If this is gone, something better is going to come along, because I'm aligned with something better. I'm activating something better. I desire something better. And I deserve something so much better. So here you go, God. Here you go, universe. Here you go, higher power. Take that and bring me all the good stuff. Show me just how good it can get in my life. All right, y'all. So I want you to think about that. You can leave me some comments. Let me know what you feel your block is and how you feel that you're going to work around that. Happy New Year, y'all. I'm so excited for this year. Not just for me, but for you too. I know that there are great things on the horizon. And I know that a lot of you already know that. You can feel it. All right. I will talk to you really, really soon. Bye for now.